Howdy, folks. It is probably around 7:30 in the morning right now. I decided that I need to get out of the house, go out and do some fishing. Mostly because my room smelled of death this morning when I woke up. Apparently, my cats had brought me a lovely gift of a dead rabbit a couple days ago, and I didn't realize it until I found one under my bed, and it had gotten smelly enough for me to notice. So I had to get out of the house to let it air out. So I decided I'm gonna come out and try something new. And as I always do when I try something new, I am here at the golf course. Today, we're gonna see if we can find any largemouth bedding. Water, not super clear. This may be more difficult than I thought. But I'm essentially just gonna walk the bank and throw around a little crawdad bait. See if anything gets angry that it's near their bed and picks it up. So if that doesn't work, we'll switch out to something else, I guess. But for now, that's the plan. So let's get to it. So looks like there's a lot of plant growth around in the water. This may be more difficult than I anticipated. But we're gonna start out. I've just got a little crawdad bait rigged up here on my light action. I got it weightless. You can't throw a weight on top of it, but I'm just gonna chuck it out there a little ways. Let it sink a bit. And we just kind of little twitches about. See if something picks it up. I think though, I'm mostly gonna get caught up in all this gunk. Honestly, right now, top water may be the move. We'll see how gunky this thing is. Oh yeah, that's not really what you want. I may have to scrap this plan like immediately. You know what? I'm just gonna switch to the top water. All right, scratch everything I said in the intro. We're immediately switching out because this is clearly not ideal for this type of fishing. It's out. We now have a nice little frog. Went with the kind of the darker one. I don't know what the frogs look like around here, but I usually see brown frogs as opposed to the bright green. So now we'll just work this up around in the grass. And you know, top waters work for bed fish too, because if anything gets really on that bed that they're guarding, like frogs going over them, just gets them right peeved off. So maybe we'll get lucky with that. There's a fish. A very big one. But fish nonetheless. I don't get to catch topwater fish very often. This is nice, even if he's small. He was barely hooked in there too. First fish of the day, a little bitty largemouth. Kind of hoping for something bigger than that. Let's get out of the sun a bit, but you know, we'll take it. It's a good start. Back in you go, buddy. When working these frogs, a couple different ways you can do it. You can do some real fast ones, just straight in. You always want to be giving it a pull. Like, you could do just a straight little swim like this, I guess. Doesn't create a ton of action though. These type of frogs, not really designed for that. There's other ones that are all plastic and they've got like little paddle tail feet on them. Those are meant for just straight swimming. These ones, you want to give them little like pulls. You can pull them up, you can kind of pop down. I prefer to pop down. And you can just do straight in like this. You can make bad casts, but I guess that'll give it. Maybe. You can do like a couple quick ones, let it sit for a second. Let it sit. Or, I am really insistent on casting right over to that tree. Or, you can just give it kind of slower, but bigger pulls to make big splashes. And you kind of just got to experiment with them, or find one you just prefer to do, to see what the fish are kind of into at the time. I prefer the kind of constant but slower one, like this. Maybe I'll let it sit every now and then, but for the most part, I'm just gonna come straight back on a nice steady retrieve. Oh, one just missed. My hand was probably in the way. Get out of here, bug. We're gonna go right back through that area though. Huh. Didn't bite again. I'm gonna run it through there a few times, see if he'll come back. There's something. I don't know. I thought maybe it was stuck on a plant. It could have been a fish grabbing it, I guess. Really, that was a fish. And I missed. That was a little guy. Let's try again. Couple bites through there. All this extra plant crap on my frog now. Try to clean that off. Now, right into a tree. But luckily, these frogs are mostly weedless. I can throw them into trees without much concern. I think he let go. Yep. Missed that one. See if he's still there. That one felt like a bigger bite. Damn. I was distracted looking around at all the gunk in the water, thinking about things. Well, something definitely wanted it there. It seemed awfully small, but and like he just couldn't grab it. Seems to be the case. Most things in this pond. I know I've caught some reasonable bass out of here. So where are they? There's a fish. Finally. A little bit better than that last one. But just barely a little bit. Ah, dang. They keep biting when I'm not paying attention, as fish tend to do. Luckily with the top water, you can hear when they hit it. You don't feel it quite as much as you do with other lures, but you can still get them while you're not paying attention. But damn, that took forever. For reference, the first fish I caught was way over there on that side of the bank, and I have walked all the way around to here to catch my second fish. All right, switched out. Tiny little rod, tiny little lure. Guess we'll try to catch some bluegill. I have seen some small things popping on the surface, which is obnoxious because I was using a topwater lure. But we'll see if we can catch them. And I guess I'll make another lap around the pond. Hopefully it takes me less time because I'm starting to get kind of hungry. But we'll see what happens here. There's a fish. Nope, there goes the fish. That was a bass. Briefly saw him. That was a bad cast. Right through the plants. There's a fish. It's a largemouth. And he let go. Not having the best luck keeping him pinned. But I got these tiny little hooks. Go figure, I start hooking into bass once I no longer care about catching bass. There we go. Got that one. Oh, there you go. You're a little bit better. Why didn't you come biting when I had the top water, man? These hooks are right where I want my hands to be. Okay. There we go. I see it now. Not too bad. Really got that in there, don't you, pal? Wow. Hooks in him good. No wonder he stayed pinned. I'm trying to unhook him without ruining the trebles on this damn thing. There it goes. Better fish. That's what I was hoping to catch earlier. But finally got one in. And again, not trying to catch bass. I'm trying to catch bluegill now, but they're all that's biting. Maybe I should have stuck with bass fishing. But apparently that's what I'm doing since it's what I'm catching. Oh, whatever. And my hooks are absolutely destroyed on the back of this thing. Great. Let me see if I can fix it, because I really like this lure. Just give me a good enough here, maybe. Well, certainly ain't pretty, but I'll call that a good enough. We'll see. We'll see. If it costs me a fish, I'll change the lure. Uh-oh. Big carp boy swimming up on me. I don't know if you can see the white thing in the water there. He's not gonna bite this. You know, I kind of forgot about those guys and how I'd really want to catch one. Just got a bite. Didn't seem like he got any hooks in him. But I definitely felt it and saw the fish turn on it real quick. He's small, so I'm not sure. Oop, there's a fish. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a bluegill. It's a chonky one. Look at that. That is one of the biggest bluegill I've ever caught. This is why I need a scale. Oh, one of my hooks broke off. Well, the other two are still good. God damn, look at the size of this thing. That's why I need the scale, because I bet this could get me on that master angler. Gotta go pick one of those up today. Ooh, that'll be rough retrieve. Holy shit, there's a fish. Well, maybe easier now with that. Whoop. I was pulling him too hard. I was trying to get him up. Jesus, look at this mess. I was trying to get the fish up over all the plants. I just pulled it right out of his mouth. This is a hot mess. I'm gonna fix this. Well, I had to cut the line, so I figured I may as well switch out. So now I got this kind of dark blue, greeny, yellowy one on. I don't know if the color change is gonna make any difference. It was definitely more noticeable, but possibly less natural looking. I don't know. Big old monster carp down here, cruising around. Oh, there's an orange one. Freaking koi, carp, giant goldfish, whatever they are. Oh, and little bass. Oh, come here, you. Oh, little bitty guy. Today I'm gonna catch one of these giant freaking things. One day. Fish. Barely felt that. It just kind of swimming towards me with it. I just felt a little bit of weight. Figured I should try to set it. Lo and behold, little bitty fishy. Thanks, little guy. There we go. Another big old bluegill. Yes. That chunk. It is massive. This has got to be the biggest bluegill I've ever caught, which is a real shame because I ain't got that scale. But god dang, that is a big one. Probably ruined any other fish that might be in there.
That sounded like a big one.
It's the biggest bluegill I've ever caught. What we got here? Another tiny bass? Yep. Hey, little buddy. You're gonna require pliers. You got that up in there. Oop. Well, there he goes. Wasn't in there as tough as I thought. There we go.
Got a monster.
That's right.
That's what it's all about on one of them ultralight poles, though.
Yeah, that's why I like using these tiny rods in here. The bass ain't very big, but they feel it on these little poles. Ooh, teeny, teeny, teeny little guy. Well, give you points for an effort there, buddy. But you're definitely way smaller than anything I want. Well, I think that's gonna do it for today. We did a lot better catching bass while we were trying to catch bluegill on our little tiny rod than we did at catching the actual bluegill. Though the two bluegill we caught were monsters. And because of that, I am going to Walmart right now. Well, I'm probably gonna go get something to eat first. Sonic's right there. But then I'm going to Walmart and I'm buying a freaking scale. I'm gonna start weighing these damn fish, but I'm confident, since I've never weighed one of my fish before, that is my personal best bluegill. I'm just gonna call it now. We're just gonna call him 1 pound. And I guess we're gonna start weighing fish and getting on that master angler program I've talked about for a while. So hopefully we can do something with that. But until then, see y'all.